Okay, sorry about that, guys. I forgot to shut off my Bluetooth before I went live. If I don't shut off my Bluetooth, you guys can't hear me. So, okay, I hope everybody can hear me now. Welcome to the channel. I'm Tiff, the Green Fairy. This is a tarot reading. This is what I call a vibe check. So basically, it's just a general reading. I don't have no downloads or anything came through, so I don't know what's gonna come out. Um, just kind of see what happens. All my readings are timeless, so whenever you see it's when you're meant to view it, and whenever you see it is when it's relevant. It could be a present situation, could be a future situation. Take only what resonates, right? Hi, Nancy. Take only what resonates. Um, Leave the rest, and it might just be like one or two little things. If I only say one or two little things that change your perspective, that hey, that's fine. You can go ahead and leave the rest, okay? So, it is a general reading for the entire collective, right? So, let's get going. I've been feeling a strong pull, a strong romantic pull today. Hi, Lion. I don't know if twin flames or soulmates are reaching out to us energetically or what's going on, but if you've been feeling heavy longing for the person that you believe is your soulmate or your twin flame, you're not alone on that. I've been picking that up. I'm going to start with my Cosmic Tarot. I just feel called to pull it. So what's going on? What's the energy surrounding the Green Fairy Collective? There we go. First card. 9 of Wands. So we are in our wounded warrior phase. And if you've been on like a twin flame or a soulmate journey, especially one that's been lasting for a couple years, this is definitely going to be your energy, right? You're just tired, right? Like the journey's been dragging on. Maybe there's been no contact or very little contact. There's been lots of doubt maybe surrounding your journey, lots of questioning, maybe lots of longing on the other end of the spectrum, a lot of longing. And I think you've just gotten to the point where you're tired and you're ready to hop off the roller coaster. We are tired. Wheel of Fortune, okay. That's my expect the unexpected card. What's the Wheel of Fortune, please? I need a clarifier for that one. Temperance. It's like it's saying your time is coming, but I don't know time for what. I'm not sure. Maybe you just feel like there's big change on the horizon, or maybe you've had a shift in perspective lately. 5 of Cups. Okay. You could feel like you're really missing out on life. Like, for those of us who are just entrenched in this twin flame journey, it can be so exhausting and so isolating. That you may feel like you're missing out on life. Hi, everybody. You may have a strong urge to reclaim your life back from this obsession, from this connection. Anything else for the 5 of Cups before we move on? Yeah, you're currently healing. It's been a long process. You've been healing some really, really, really deep spiritual wounds. Hi, Janet. You've been healing some really deep spiritual wounds. So just be patient with yourself, okay? Your energy will come back. Your zest for life will come back. Your love for life will return. You've just been on a really long, really harrowing spiritual journey, and you need to give yourself time to rest and recuperate, okay? Especially if you believe yourself to be on a twin flame journey, that is equal parts ecstatic and devastating. Oh, thank you, Carlos. All right, what other energies are surrounding the collective? The Hermit, yes, definitely. So, yeah, you've been in a period of, I heard stasis. Like, you feel like you're not going anywhere, maybe. You feel disconnected from people. Um, but also, this isn't just empty time. This is time for you to grow spiritually, for you to heal spiritually, maybe even emotionally and physically. Um, you could be learning new things, starting new practices. It's not empty time. It's not wasted time is what I'm trying to say. Okay, does this want to be upside down? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you were very out of balance before. This is why you've been called into this period of isolation. I never pulled a clarifier for the Nine of Swords. Let me get a clarifier for the Nine of Swords real quick. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're the wounded warrior because you've been through so much bullshit and backstabbery, and you've been let down and abandoned and betrayed, and you're just sick and tired of it. But your time is coming. I want to focus on this. I want to go deeper into this Wheel of Fortune and Temperance over here. I want to know what's coming in. That's what I'm curious about. Your time is coming. Where your time has come. Okay, let's get more on this. So, your time is coming or your time has came? King of Wands. Okay, yeah, so very soon you're going to experience an intense burst of creative energy, okay? Ooh, the Empress. Very nice. So, along with this intense burst of creative energy, this you're going to find your motivation again, okay? You're going to find your motivation again. And with the Empress, that makes me believe that you're going to become highly magnetic during this time. Like, once you step into this King of Wands energy, opportunities will flow effortlessly to you. All right? The Magician. Yeah, like magic. Like magic. You just have to step into this King of Wands energy, okay? And you're not alone in this. The universe will guide you. The universe will help you. The goddess will help you, okay? Um, but this lull you're experiencing, this lack of energy you may be feeling, maybe even depression, you will pull out of that. You will find your passion and your energy again. And once you do, the opportunities to connect with others, the business opportunities, the opportunities to express yourself creatively, to be heard, to be seen, will flow to you like magic. Okay? Your time is coming. And what I want to say is, if this kind of thing happens to you a lot, consider talking to somebody, maybe what the cards is pointing out here could be like bipolar. I'm not a psychiatrist or something, but I've noticed this in myself. You may notice this in yourself. If you have periods where you just have no energy and you just can't seem to get even out of bed, but then you have other times where you're able to get everything accomplished that you want to, that could be like bipolar or something going on there. Sometimes tarot isn't just here to point out woo woo, like, oh yeah, they're your twin flame and we're gonna be together forever, woo la la. Um, it's also here to like tell you things that you may be overlooking, right? And if you got something that can be helped by talking to somebody, getting a little bit of treatment, shit, why not do it? That's what I've been telling myself. I know it's so hard to admit, you know, maybe it's a little out of my hands a little bit, but why live through cycles of highs and lows and highs and lows if you don't gotta, you know? Just throwing that out there. So yeah, but so consider that if this is just a one-time thing for you and you're like, I'm feeling weirdly drained, then yeah, maybe it's just environmental. But if this is something that you notice you go through a lot, it might be worth talking to somebody about it. I've recently come to that realization, so that could also be prompting me to share. Um, yeah, so don't worry. You'll get your groove back. The High Priestess, yes. You know what's best for you. And what's best for you, and you probably know this already, is to balance the spiritual with the practical. That's what's best. Balance the spiritual with the practical. Okay, now I'm feeling pulled to call specifically for love. If you've watched some of my previous videos before, I have really struggled on my twin flame journey. I've struggled very hard with limerence. So for a while I stopped pulling on it altogether. But the energy just kept coming back. Like, I even removed my twin flame cards. Anything that said twin flame in any deck, I took it out. Like, I wasn't doing twin flame shit anymore. I was done with it. But even after having done that, the messages still came out. So I'm just like, okay, I will deliver these messages when they arrive, but I'm going to make sure I deliver them with a healthy dose of practicality. But today, I am feeling especially drawn to pull specifically on love. I may even title this Twin Flame something or other. Okay. Let's get a love reading going for the collective. My kid's screaming at the video games in the background. Okay. Regarding love, what messages does the goddess have for the collective? The Hierophant in reverse. So your love life is not going to follow any conventional pattern. It will not be, you will not be having traditional relationships. Okay? Let me get a clarifier for that. Yeah, you're the wounded warrior, 9 of Wands. You're not interested in what a conventional relationship looks like. You've done that. You've had conventional relationships. Maybe you've done the marriage thing. You've done the live-in partner thing, you know, and it's just like the thought of it, the thought of going through it all over again might really irk you. It just doesn't sound desirable to you. You may have felt this way for a while now. I mean, for some of us, I know in my situation, like when I was rejected by my twin flame, I decided, that I was done, right? Like I couldn't see myself being with anybody else. Didn't want to be. Three of Wands, but something's on the horizon for you. Something's coming in. The High Priestess, you can feel it. What is this that's manifesting for you? Seven of Swords. It's like you're getting out of a situation. This is the Seven of Swords. It's a woman with five swords in her arms, two swords in the ground, and she's looking over her shoulder while she's walking away from an encampment. Like it's like she's stealing the swords. It's like she's making off with them. But I feel like you might need to, you could be walking on eggshells right now. You could be feeling like you need to, you can't be direct. Like you want out of a situation, but you don't feel like you can just say, hey, I'm leaving, or hey, I want out. You feel like you have to slink away, or I spit a little bit, slink away or sneak away. Maybe you even feel guilty for wanting out of this. This could very, 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 very well be a relationship. Because these are my love cards. There's the Hermit. Yeah, you've been withdrawing. You want out of this. I'm assuming a relationship. Doesn't have to be, but somebody out here wants out of a relationship, but they don't feel like they can leave directly. So what they've been doing instead is withdrawing internally. Yep, upside down. Reversed. It is not, okay, you are not responsible for anybody else's emotions. You can put down these burdens. This is guilt based. Somebody feels like they need to slink away because they just feel too much guilt around walking away from this situation. Ace of Pentacles. But you're going to find that when you do walk away from this situation, you have a brand new, you have a fresh start. You have a brand new life, a fresh start waiting for you. Okay? You do not need to carry anybody else's burdens. You do not need to carry anybody else's emotions. The King of Cups. Okay? Ooh. Hello. The Knight of Cups. An admirer. A love offer. I'm doing a reading, Eli. Go play. Five of Wands. Okay. Somebody who's, ooh, Five of Wands. So somebody, there's a lot of competition around. You have an admirer who wants to make you a love offer. There's a lot of competition. This person is in high demand. There's a lot of people around this person. Okay? Don't let that scare you. Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. What I'm getting from this is they feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you and they're stuck in their head about it. Somebody missed out on an opportunity with you and now they're fantasizing, daydreaming, they're thinking about you a lot. Six of Pentacles and the World. So the universe wants to lend you a helping hand in bringing about, I'm guessing, this separation to a close. What are we bringing to a close here? The Page of Swords. Yeah, it's time for somebody to be truthful. Somebody out here needs to stand in their truth and just be honest about how they're feeling. Somebody feels like they missed out on an opportunity with you and they can't get you out of their head. So the universe is going to come through, give them a little intuitive nudge to end the no contact and speak their truth. Let me know how that goes. If this reading is for you, let me know how it goes. Let's pull some oracle cards. Page of Cups. Trust your intuition. Your intuition will guide you to this person. All right. One, two, three. Time to release negativity. Surrender to the divine. I love this card. I love this card. I find this to be the easiest thing in the world to do. Surrender to the divine. I love that card. When I get that card, I'm like, yes. Okay, great. All I have to do is just open up and receive whatever comes my way, good or bad. Because it's all for my own highest good. All right, one more, please. The end of a tough cycle approaches. That's good to know. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab another deck and we're going to get a little deeper into these. Okay. It's time to release negativity. Let's see what that means. It's time to release negativity. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, you need to release negativity because you got big changes rushing in soon. Yeah, so get rid of all those like, oh, my life sucks, the world sucks, everybody sucks, or whatever you're feeling. However negativity expresses itself in your life, fucking banish it because you've got big change coming in. Big change. And you can't be weighed down by negative thoughts. Look, wish fulfillment on the bottom of the deck. You can't be weighed down by negativity and negative thoughts and self-limiting beliefs and self-hatred. You can't, because you've got a lot coming through. And you need to be prepared. You need to be in a positive mindset so that you can handle all the activity that's coming your way. Okay? Surrender to the divine. Yes. Surrender to the divine. God wants to help you. God wants to come through. The goddess, the universe, source, whatever you call it, wants to come through and assist you, like in your life. Maybe it's with this person, maybe it's with a romantic connection. But if you surrender to the divine, if you let the goddess or God take over, if you let them guide you, you'll see big changes for the positive. And you don't have to do any of this alone. Like, don't worry about like, how do I do this? How do I surrender to the divine? How do I open myself up to the Holy Spirit? So on and so forth. We're talking clear signs and messages. We're talking active help. Okay? The divine wants to help you on this journey. What's the end of a tough cycle approaches? Yes. 10 of Cups. So you may think that love and happiness is, you may think you're done with love and happiness, but love and happiness isn't done with you. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's been really tough. There's been, for some of us out there, intense longing for our twin flames going on. We could be missing them greatly. We could be lost, hurt, confused by their silence. We could be dealing with other relationships that we maybe have worn out their usefulness in our lives. We may be struggling with codependent situations where we know we need to move on, but we don't feel like we can because we feel like we're responsible for someone else's emotions, for someone else's happiness. Okay? All of these things. And your soul may be crying out for liberation. And this tough cycle you've been going through, maybe there's been a lot of uncertainty. Which direction should I go in? Is moving forward, is moving on the best course? How do I move forward with my life? You will be receiving clear signs on which direction to go. All right? The universe, you're not doing this alone or blindly. Okay? You may feel that way sometimes, but you're not. Yeah. Fulfillment, happiness, family belongs to you. After you get through this tough cycle, after you finish up this cycle, and I just saw the fucking 4 wands. After you finish up this cycle, You're going to be entering into an era of bliss. Okay? It will all be worth it in the end. The ends will justify the means, I promise. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go after what's the best for you, what you truly desire. All right? If you're hungry, go for a big slice of pizza, not a little slice of pizza. Right? Go for the bigger fish, is what this card is telling you. Don't be afraid to leave people behind and go for what you truly want. Okay? You are not responsible for anybody else's happiness except your own. And maybe your children's. You do your best to make your children happy. You know, you want your kiddos to be happy. So, you know what? I'll pull these. I'm going to pull one more deck. Love in the near future for the collective. What is in store in the near future in love for the collective? Let's say maybe the next 2 weeks. Unexpected storm. Okay, so those codependent relationships you may be finding yourself in. Hey, what's up? Those codependent relationships you may be finding yourself in are going to come crashing down very soon. Past lack suffering. Yes, you are no longer that past person. And whoever was codependent, whoever's been emotionally dependent on you for their happiness, is going to feel like their world is crashing down on them. But that's not your responsibility. That's not your problem. Spy, watching, inspecting. What did I say earlier? You've caught somebody's eye. You might find out who this is within the next 2 weeks. Closed off, guarded, resistant. It's not going to be an immediate, once you find out who this is, it's not going to be an immediate like, oh, okay, you know, let's drop the charade and get to know each other or be together. They're going to be closed off. They're still going to be guarded. Okay, so be prepared for that. It doesn't mean they don't want you. It just means that they're scared of the connection. And lastly, cold and detached. Oh no, I know what this is. This is your energy. The spy and watching is the person that you're in a codependent relationship with. They're watching your every move to see how you react, but you're closed off from them and you're detached. Their emotional manipulation, it's not going to work anymore. They can cry you a river. It's not going to change your trajectory, right? They can call you selfish. Whatever they want. They can do and say whatever they want, but all it is don't fall for it. I really don't think you're going to. I don't think you're going to fall for it. I think your freedom and your autonomy is too important to you now. Yeah, you're closed off, you're guarded, you're detached. But what I was saying earlier could also be the case too for like a twin flame scenario. You could have somebody watching you. Your divine masculine could be watching you even though they remain closed off and detached. So both of these things could be true because you guys mirror each other. But I would go with the latter interpretation first, if that makes sense. The one where you're closed off and detached from this codependent person. Reflection, projections, guilt, and sabotage. Yeah, somebody's projecting all of their unhappiness onto you, and they're sabotaging their own life. That's on them, that's not on you. So stay strong, stay in your purpose, honor your desire. Don't stay in a situation or in a relationship just because you feel like the other person needs you, right? Like, trust me, that never works out. You always end up feeling unfulfilled and repressed. All right. I hope this helped. I hope this brought some clarity. I am going to go ahead and end it there. I've enjoyed my time with you guys. I see some familiar faces I haven't seen in a while, so that's nice. Missed you guys. Okay, I'm going to let it go, and I'm not sure when I'll be back with another one. I kind of just do these as Spirit calls me, and I was called to do one tonight, so I did one tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to let it go there. Take care of yourselves. Stay strong. Remember, the divine is on your side, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye, guys.